what took place yesterday when I went to Garfield's platform.
What's up, Saber?
Hey, peace, Hotep. How are you?
I'm good, man. You home?
I just got home. Yeah.
All right, cool. So we need to pull this stuff up here so we could take a look at it and take a look at this because this dude made a video. Um, Mayat Forever. Mayat Forever always making videos, man. I don't know what's wrong with that dude.
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with that dude. He said, Garfield, you owe me 40. He even emailed me too. Garfield, you owe me $4,200.
Hey, listen, don't give him no more time. He's confirmation bias. Don't give him any more time, okay? I mean, I can't talk to him anymore. And I think something is wrong. He's yeah, something is wrong.
Well, I don't get smacked in the bum. I didn't bend over. Maybe Reggie did, and he thinks it's normal and acceptable, and we should all carry on this legacy that they have. But for the record, Garfield saying this guy always makes video. Doesn't Garfield always make video? How many 7 hour, 8 hour live stream does he have? And how did he get all those subscribers? Am I lying if I say that for years he has played Sanetta's videos many times entirely? And it's funny to me when people are trying to, give you a bad name or a bad rep with some weak arguments. But it's okay. Let's continue.
I'm gonna show you something that I thought about, right? Because I don't know the.
Oh, by the way, I sent in an email to let him know about my video. And in the subject of the email, I merely put the title of the video. Then I've shared the link of the video. I did not put any message like, oh, you owe me money, send me some money. I said that in the video. I wasn't expecting him to send anything. He's not a man of his word anyway. And for those who remember, he said that he graduated and he told people if they want to see his degree, they have to send him some money. So I'll leave it there.
Grammar in I don't know the grammar in Egyptian records, right? But I do know English grammar, right? So now, say for example, I type this word in, right? Maiden, right?
Right.
I type the word in and this pops up, right? Now when this pops up, hold on one second. Yeah. Now when this pops up, the word maiden, it says the archaic meaning is a girl or a young woman, especially an unmarried one, right? Now 1.1 says virgin, and the third, of course, if it's an adjective of a woman, da da da, unmarried, da 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 da, and all that stuff. All right. So now we know it's being used in an archaic time period. So if the first meaning is a girl or a young woman, why would we skip over that and go elsewhere? Why would we say virgin? The only reason why we would say it says virgin is if we're coming with a Christian mindset. Because nobody in Egypt, when I look at virgin in Egypt, there's no word for it per se. But they weren't concerned in Kemet if you're a virgin or not. That's biblical stuff.
Yeah. So it's confirmation bias. So what happens is you start your point with a confirmation and bias. So sometimes what we do is we there's a proper methodology. One of the proper methodologies is if we are reading a text and we stumble on a word, we transliterate that word and then we look for dictionary items. So that's the way we do. The other way to do it is when you have sometimes a confirmation bias and you're trying to solve an argument, you take the word And then you look at a dictionary, but you never see the
Now, mind you, Reggie is talking as if he has seen the video where I deal with the issue. But later on, you will hear that he did not even see the video, but he's already alleging that it's bad methodology, you know, and it will get even worse. But check it out.
context of it. So let me just pull up my screen. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I pull up my screen and I'll show you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do it this way. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen. Sorry, I'm waiting for it. Share screen. Okay. Share. Okay. So share the screen. I am going to go to Lamada. I'm going to the TLA. So I'm in the TLA and I'm going to put in, I'm just going to try first young girl, right? And see what I get. If I don't get anything, I'll search again. Young girl. Okay. So young girl, we get Runet, right? But that's not what Runet is young girl. So let's try maiden because the thing that you sent me, it gave me a particular word of Huenet. Okay, so great. So the TLA says Nefert could be a maiden. Rennet, which I said could be a maiden. And then Huenet could be a maiden, right? And then we see Huenwet inside the dictionary, the coffin text, and Hinwet, young lioness. A young lioness is in the coffin text, and Hinwet is a maiden or goddess. So let's just pick one of them. Let's just pick the one that says girl or maiden. So we pick this, and it gives us the transliteration, the glibs and the transliterations. And what we want to do is we want to see examples. We want to see examples of this. And the reason why we want to see examples is we actually want to see the text. So here's a text over here in the praise of Princess Mutirtis, right? And it says that here's the meta nature, here is where it appears. She is a lovely princess, the most beautiful of women, a maiden. Where's the sexual connotation? So now what I would do is I would go to co-text, companion text, and see if it says anything about sex. Princess, popular among men. So she has popularity among men, a mistress of charm among women she is. She's a lovely princess, the most beautiful of women and maiden. No one like her has ever been seen. Her hair is blacker than the black of night and the grapes of Egypt. Their teeth are
Thank you very much, Simply Me. What I was saying is that, as you can see in the chat here, one of the moderator puts my name in, and that's why it's highlighted. And he wrote, "I know you in here. Hit the link." So after the invitation of the moderator, I got on the platform. Now it's around minute 34 that they started talking about my video, and now we are almost at minute 40. We're at minute 39:28, and you will see how long Reggie talks about the video that he did not watch. He just scrolled through it, or maybe he was told about one word, but you will hear what he has to say at the end.
Wider than powdered plasters of Paris than the cut. Her breasts are well placed on her rib cage. No connotations of sex. Let's just see over here. This one, I guess the word is two damsels rejoice, right? And the rest. Okay, so let's see if there's another text. So the thing is about is if you put in connotations, you can do what Yara does. Remember means prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Prayer means remember,
Mm-hmm.
right? But what does forget mean? If remember means prayer, what does forget mean? Like we're not, huh? like what are we doing? So let's just see another source on this.
Now you heard Garfield laughing like a monkey. He cannot deal with the issue, so he needs some help. And Reggie goes to the TLA. I did not use the TLA, and he's not the only one who will say that. The other monkey group, he will say the same thing.
So that was the TLA. So the TLA gave me some text, and then I would say, okay, I'm not really sure, so I'm going to say Hawin Net, ancient Egypt. Okay, so this one here in death in ancient Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here in death, so I'm going to just scroll down and see if I can find. Okay, so here's Hawinnet. So becoming the full moon, Ujat, hair, moon, and Heliopolis converged in ancient Egypt already from at least the Old Kingdom in the figure of the girl, Hawinnet, according to the pyramid text. She is a great young who is in Heliopolis.
Okay. And it's going to last a little bit longer, but you can see that he doesn't know what to find. He went on Google. He's just searching for something to say. But I need to put a little advertisement for the Batik Crew friendly dudes who are looking for people that they can bend over with and get smacked in the bum with. Ridiculous Asar Imhotep. First of all, let's get to know Asar Imhotep. Listen for yourself.
Did you go through any kind of hazing process?
No, I pledged. Yes.
Okay, so you went through a hazing process.
No, I pledged. There's a difference.
Okay, so as you went through the hazing process, did they slap you on the ass with a paddle?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. So you bent over, you grabbed your ankles, and that paddle was smacking that ass.
Basically.
Okay.
He's giving her two arms. Okay, so some of the text is missing. I would have to go to this particular pyramid text section to see all of it. Let me just click 9 just to see if they give me some more information. No, they don't. So they.
Reggie got cut off. Let's wait for him to come back, man. Let's wait for him to come back and drop some more science.
Now look what it says in the chat here. The moderator wrote, Reggie refute the
back,
source
Reggie. Come on back.
Ma'at forever gave you. You see, I gave a source instead of going to the source that I gave.
All right.
It's going to something else, going online on Google.
Okay, so I'm sorry I clicked the wrong button. Okay, so anyway, we're trying to we're getting to a point where we're understanding that they're only talking about a girl, but I didn't click on the other ones where she was actually probably a young goddess. No problem. So let's just go and let's look at it. Let's see if we can have another source where, okay, this is interesting. This one says that each temple in ancient Egypt used to have a sacred garden with holy trees and flowers like Hawinnet. So Hawinnet may be a flower, right? And it could be a pun word. So a woman would be like a flower if there are Hawinnet flowers. Okay.
Hold on, Reggie. Hey, Shaka, I'm gonna bring you up when Reggie leaves. Okay, I'm gonna bring you up when he leaves. Okay.
Listen, I mean, my whole thing is, I don't
Don't
really deal with that because my whole point of it is, you get a shot. If you don't follow the proper methodology, if you go pick up a book that some European wrote, and then you try to, and if you don't do the proper methodology, I don't really want to talk to him because.
Now you heard Monkey Reggie. Now, he might act offended, but Sinetta called him a bitch, and he also called Garfield a bitch, and he said that on the platform live on the air, and he wrote that in the chat. 2 days later, they went to Sinetta's platform, so they are cool. So Monkey is way more diplomatic, or is less harsh than the B word. He said, "Oh, you're gonna take a book that some European wrote." He's playing the rest card like a monkey, as if scholarship has a color. You understand what I'm saying? And he says, and if you don't do the proper methodology, but you can see that the dude is going on Google trying to look for some source to refute what I've presented without even dealing with my source. And that's ridiculous as hell. He was behaving like a monkey. I don't know if he was drunk or if he was high or if he just got smacked in a bum with a paddle so much that he was butt hurt and he didn't have all his senses. But let's listen to the rest.
Because I already did the TLA.
No. I told him once you're done, he could come up, but not while you're here. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah, I don't. So child deities of ancient Egypt. So let's see if. Okay, so let's go Hawinnet. See if we have Hawinnet. Okay. Okay, so over here it says, in principle, all deities that appear or are likened to children can be linked with such religious imagery. For example, a text in the Roman period in Dendera describes the small Horus as a perfect lotus flower of gold in the morning, whose sight is as pleasing as Ra. Likewise, Canaan Ra Elephantine is characterized in the Roman text as a solar child, arguing fertility as appearance in vegetation. Daughters, like mothers, play no distinctive role in this conceptualization. Even Hathor acquired power as daughter of Ra and could be addressed as a girl. So Hathor could be addressed as a girl, Hawanek Sediti, right? She is not to be considered a child goddess. So it is, they have the right to use slang, like we use slang, use puns. Let's see if another one. Okay, so now in Academia EDU, it says ancient Egypt, religion and Christianity. And then I see something that says,
share your screen.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. I had forgot that I got kicked off. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So here I do. So the other thing that I was saying is that when that could be a flower, right? And we would check that, and it could be a pun, like I said, like over here, flowers like Hawinnet, right? And so a Hawinnet flower could be the same as what you would call a woman, like women's names are daisies, right? Or different type people name their children after flowers, particularly girl flowers, right? Now over here, there was a source that I seen that said ancient Egypt religion and Christianity, a comparative. So let's just see what this is. So now you're comparing things, right? And when you compare things, then that's what you're doing. You're making a comparison between two concepts. Oh, and then it says ISIS married. Okay. So here I have to scroll through because I can't search this in this, I can't search it in this form. So I'm just trying to see if anybody sees the word Hawinnet, stop me. I'm scrolling too. I'm speed reading.
So he doesn't know what to look for.
But one of the things I can say right here, I don't see too much Medu Necha, right? And so I don't see any Meta Necha. So I'm just thinking that they are doing what they're doing, comparing.
He's doing Google scholarship right now.
They're talking about the Jesus mysteries, according to the Jesus mysteries. But I don't see, I wouldn't deal with a source like this because I don't see any Meta Necha. So I'm going to jump out of here. I'm going to go to one or two more basic quick searches.
You heard him. He's going to go through some quick searches. Google scholarship.
Okay, so critical analysis of J.P. Allen's The Ancient Egyptian Pyramid Text. This is pretty much where I think Hawinnet comes. And so hopefully, that's in the Egyptian Forum. So we don't want to go there because that's not really a source. That's people talking. Sometimes it is a source, but most of the time it's just a forum.
He still didn't go through my source though.
Child deities of ancient Egypt. Okay, so this we already talked about this. So when that sedated, right?
There's no, from what I've seen, right? I'm looking at the academia.edu article, right? It's actually about virginity, the Journal of the Society for the Study of Egyptian Antiquities, right? And the guys, it's an article about females, about in search of ancient Egyptian virgins. A study in comparative values by Lynn Green, 2001. And at the end of the article, she basically says, no such preoccupation seems to have existed in ancient Egypt. Sexuality played an important role in the creation of the universe and in the continuation of life after death. These beliefs explain the different emphasis given in Pharaonic.
Okay, can I? You're sharing your screen, or let me stop sharing.
No, I'm not. Yeah. All right, let me share it.
Let me stop sharing. Okay.
Now, Monkey Garfield did some Google scholarship as well. He found something that might be of interest.
Yeah, because
then
I think
Monkey Reg is like, okay, yeah, just share it so we can have a look.
And we're looking at it right now. We can come to our own conclusions.
But still, they didn't go through
my source. The truth of
the
matter is, the word, obviously, the word never existed during that time period. But what would they call a virgin?
And okay, so I would go to the TLA and go to virgin and see in a second. But go ahead. Finish.
All right. It says, this is in search of ancient Egyptian virgins. They talk about Egyptian belief system. The issue of an unmarried woman's sexual activities are of paramount importance in modern Nilotic cultures. Expression of female sexuality was also a concern in ancient Mediterranean cultures, such as those of Greece and Rome. A preoccupation motivated in part by the unknowability of female chastity. No such preoccupation seems to have existed in ancient Egypt. Sexuality played an important role in the creation of the universe and in the continuation of life after death. These beliefs explain the different emphasis given in Pharaonic Egyptian society to issues of young women's sexuality. Unlike ancient Greek, for example, where Parthenos is used countless times to specify a young unmarried woman as opposed to a gain, Nefert is a comparative rare term used interchangeable with str hemet. Thus, the implication of Nefert are of the woman who is not mistress of a household, who is young and who has not given birth, rather than of sexual experience or even marital status per se. All right, hold on. Let me just scroll down to see something real quickly. Okay. All right. So they basically, this was a whole article on virginity in Egypt. All right. Just for anybody who wants to.
Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen again, and I'm gonna go, and this time I'm gonna search virgin. So what you just basically said from that author is they don't have a preoccupation, which is good. So I would go back to the TLA and I'm going to search virgin and see what happens. Okay, so share my screen.
Go ahead.
Going and here back to the TLA. Because see, the TLA helps us because it's the database of the Waterbush dictionaries. And so what we want to do is we don't want to just see vocabulary words. We want to see vocabulary words in context. So after you transliterate, you would find the word if you were reading in a text, and then you would search that whatever that transliteration is in a Waterbush. So here I'm going to search virgin. And you know, Garfield, they might get me. Right? I might be gotten. Okay. So it says virgin in urine of a virgin. Okay, so amat. So now I would want to see this word amat in the context of a set, right? Or only in a set, because that one is the one that they had picked out to make her the virgin because she gave chorus. So I'm going to say, okay, so here's where amat, and let me just see what are the attestations for this. So let's search for the attestations and see if a set comes up. Well, what actually comes up is the Bremer-Renn papyrus, and the Bremer-Renn papyrus is a medical papyrus, I think. So let's just translate to English. So here in this text, it says in this spell that they
quench with
the urine of a virgin.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, this is Africa. This is ancient Africa, and they have a lot of spells. Right? Let's see the whole text. Translate to English. Okay.
It's been 20
he
minutes.
He can't have an erection forever and forever. So, So to recite over a figure of Apophis, a pep, made of wax on which his name is written in green ink, and is the name of the written made of blank new sheet of papyrus and wax figures to be made of all the enemies of the Nosut living alive or dead with their names written in green. Spit on them, grind them with your left foot, wreak slaughter among them with the flint knife, and throw into a fire of chastity flame, quench with the urine of a virgin. Also write the names of a pep and all your enemies, alive and dead, with malachite paste, right? So in this particular, he will triumph over his enemies. This is a secret scroll from the lighthouse, from the Per Ankh. So here's the Per Ankh right here. Okay, here's the Per Ankh. So this is a secret scroll in the Per Ankh. Well, in this particular text, in the Bremer-Renn, it's about dealing with Apophis, and it's creating a nasty spell, like their voodoo, right? So they got a voodoo doll made of wax, like a pep, and they're spitting on it, right? And grinding it with their left foot and stabbing it with a flint knife and throwing fire on the chasu plant, and then they are quenching the fire with the urine of a virgin. Okay. Okay, so we found the word anat. So what we would do now is we would take a mat. We would take this word amat, okay? Okay. So this is their version of hoodoo.
Hold on. Go back a second, Reggie. Go back a second to that screen. All right. What is that word Jungfrau?
Where? Right here? Oh, I got to translate to English. See if I can translate this to English. Okay, it's not letting me I'll try to do it one more way. It's well, I'll do it another way. So Jean-Francois, so what I'll do is I'll just do a Google Translate on it. Right? Because it's in German, I guess. So let's just do Google Translate. Because it wasn't just letting me just do Google Translate on screen.
And mind you, all this time, I have to wait because the diva monkey
So here
Reggie
we're not starting
doesn't
really
want to
with
talk to me.
confirmation bias.
And
What we're
after he
doing
went on
is
my platform, and I
let's
basically
see,
cursed him out.
Somali, let's do detect language. Okay, it says, okay, Virgo, in this case, it would probably be virgin.
Okay. So what does it, why is it on there?
Why is it on it? Because I typed the word virgin.
Okay.
And this deals with virgin, and that means virgin.
Okay.
Right? So basically, in this case, a virgin, meaning a young woman, right?
All right, so it's been rumbling for about 20 minutes, not knowing what to say, just looking for something to say with this Google scholarship. But for those who arrived recently, you can call them out about their practices, tradition, rituals, and customs. If some of you get down like that, by all means, feel free to come on the chat or on the panel and break down to us that's what's up.
Ridiculous Asar Imhotep. First of all, let's get to know Asar Imhotep. Listen for yourself.
Did you go through any kind of hazing process, bro?
No, I pledged. Yes.
Okay, so you went through a hazing process.
No, I pledged. There's a difference.
Okay, so as you went through the hazing process, did they slap you on the ass with a paddle?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. So you bent over, you grabbed your ankles, and that paddle was smacking that ass.
Basically.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And maybe they're talking about Hermistes. Maybe they're talking about the urine that comes from a young woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I would want to know what does Amat, what if I could find Amat and ISIS. So I don't know.
What about Jungfrau and ISIS?
Jungfrau is German.
My whole thing is I know the word virgin is not in the vocabulary of Kemet back then. I know that for a fact. But when people are, and the word Jungfrau is possibly can be translated as virgin, but it probably means maiden.
But I need the Medu Necher if I'm looking at Medu Necher text. I want to see the translation.
You hear that? You hear monkey ass Reggie? And I show some Medu Necher text. And like I told people, I knew as I was making the video that some people would dispute the translation of the word. But I happened to show one of the most famous ancient Egyptian dictionary. So if they want to invalidate that and say, in this case, it doesn't mean that, by all means. But so far, the dude's been rambling for 20 minutes doing Google scholarship, and he has enough to say, I need to see the Medu Necher text, but it's all good.
Alliteration. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see what they say. I want to see, okay, I know the word Amat has something to do with a young woman, right? So I would do it this way. Ancient Egypt. Instead of getting a whole white book, a book written by a European,
You heard Monkey Reggie? Instead of getting a whole white book, a whole white book, a book written by the Europeans, how many dictionaries of ancient Egyptians do we have made by black folks? So now there's a new rule that we should quote Middle Nature dictionaries for black black folks only, and the TLA that he went to. Is it black folks? Monkey Reggie? You're making a fool out of yourself. Let's continue.
That is doing some type of comparison and trying to make some pseudo money and then believe it. I wouldn't start there. I would either come across the text because I was looking at the text and I didn't know the word.
You heard what he said? He was going through the text, he was looking at the text, and he didn't know the word. But he's in here doing Google scholarship.
And then I would, and then but I would be more fixated on trying to find a text of a set in the Medu Neter with the word amat, because I guess amat is the closest word to virgin. So let's throw out Hinwit. Let's throw out Hinwit because the TLA says Hinwit has something to do with possibly a virgin. So let's go amat. This is a dictionary. So this, I guess this is a dictionary. So let me just type virgin here in this dictionary. Because I don't know, I'm just exploring. So let's see, I got a word.
Yeah, he's exploring, all right.
Amat, virgin? No, virgin doesn't even come up. So let's type maiden. See if maiden comes up. Okay, so maiden. So I got Hawinnet as a maiden. All right? Hawin, young man. So young man, watch this. Now this is even terrible on this case because Hawin is a young man, and when you put the T, the feminine T, that means it's female. So all you do is young man, maiden is young woman, right? Because you put the T here. I didn't see virgin, but I want to look at that word amat. So let's see, A. Okay. So AMA over here is a perching bird. Any more? Hinge bone. Any more? Okay. So now we're out of smear. Amma is the smear. Amat is muddy ground, mud flat. Do I see anything else to smear? So I'm looking for to do. Okay, so then I would just say, let me just say, I said virgin. I said, so let me just look at blood. We got blood. ED, stream with liquid, be surface.
No, let's look at blood.
But if you're doing, so I could stop. My whole point of it is I will do some more research, but I don't start with confirmation bias.
Now, it's about minute 34 that he started addressing my video. Now you can see, look at the minute. So that's minute 63. That's almost half an hour, almost 30 minutes that Reggie was doing some razzle dazzle, like he says. And at the end, what does he say?
What about do some more research, But I don't
Come
start with
again? What did
confirmation
you say?
bias. I will do some more research.
Monkey Reggie spoke for half an hour doing some Google scholarship only to say, I will have to do some more research. And he has the nerve to criticize Jabari. And all this time, I mean, what some people call the bad shot. You see the respect when you have a guest because Diva Reggie, I don't want to talk to him forever. How many people have to wait 30 minutes?
But I don't start with confirmation bias.
What about that word, Jeffram or whatever it was?
That means virgin.
Put it in. Let me see what it pops up in this one.
Right here. Jungfrau would be Virgo.
Well, put it in that one that you have right here.
Jungfrau is in German. This is the English dictionary.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah, I translated a German word into English.
Oh, I got you. So what would it be on the Mejanetta? It would be
it would be Amat.
It would be Amat.
Yeah, it would be here. Amat means virgin. My only problem was that I couldn't translate the page, but let me try it again. Here it goes right here.
I think what's his
name? Here it goes right here. Amat, Jungfrau, in German, virgin, in urine of a virgin. And then I searched the lemma. It says only this lemma. Let me see. This lemma is subordinate lemma. Let's check.
All right. For the people who just arrived, let's listen how Garfield and his Bati crew get down.
Ridiculous Asar Imhotep. First of all, let's get to know Asar Imhotep. Listen for yourself.
Did you go through any kind of hazing process, bro?
No, I pledged. Yes.
Okay, so you went through a hazing process.
No, I pledged. There's a difference.
Okay, so as you went through the hazing process, did they slap you on the ass with a paddle?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. So you bent over, you grabbed your ankles, and that paddle was smacking that ass.
Basically.
Okay.
I can't wait for people to come and say that's how they get down as well. That they bend over and get smacked in the butt.
See if I get some more. Right now, I'm only coming up with Amat in this papyrus of Nisman, right? And then I read the companion text. Now, so a person who is like
what's his name? Agree with you, Asar Imhotep.
Asar, you mean Sakandugu?
No. Asar Imhotep. Because I had him this months ago.
Right. So, but this is the proper methodology. The bad methodology is go read a European book.
Once again, Monkey Reggie talks about this is the good methodology. His good methodology was doing Google scholarship and going to the TLA. He did not show my source. At least go to my source and refute it. My video was only 20 minutes. I mean, the part where I deal, where I make my presentation is only 20 minutes long. Reggie spoke for half an hour. We could have played the whole of my video. So the Google methodology is doing the Google scholarship that he showed. And he says the bad methodology is going to some European book. Once again, he plays the race card as if scholarship has a color. And it's not just a book. It's from a dictionary from Egyptologists. Reggie is not an Egyptologist.
And read what they say and don't check it in the companion Medunecha. Right? So to say Hawinnet is a virgin, then a young man is her win, and all they did was add the feminine T. So then I would need a companion text. Now, one of the things that I would do, Garfield, is I would do this. I would go and say, Google ancient Egyptian love poems, right? Love poetry.
There's a word, I think U26 is opening take. It means a woman's virginity to the flower. WB3 or something like that. U26 to
Water bush. Okay, put it on your screen. Did you put it on your screen?
No, I don't have it on the screen.
All right, so where'd you get that from? Show it to me.
Hold on, I gotta all right, hold on. Let me get it.
Because what I would do is one of the things I would do is I would go to the text that deals with sex, and I would read ancient Egyptian love poetry, right? And then and the love poetry is really how can I say?
I've been waiting for half an hour. The moderator who invited me to come,
really like
he says, please be
my
patient.
screen right now while I share it, and I'll look for the so I'm going to find one with transliterations, and share my screen. I would find one with transliterations in a second, and I would read through those and to see, because this is kind of like their Playboy. They're writing love poetry. So they get very, very metaphorically. Your love has penetrated all within me, like honey plunged in water, like an odor which penetrates spices, and where one mixes juices in uncertain. Nevertheless, you run to seek your sister, like the steed upon the battlefield, as the warrior rode upon the spokes of his wheels. So this is basically their real expressive Playboy magazine, right? They're novels, right? Like disturbed is the condition of my pool. The mouth of my sister is a rosebud, right? Her breast is perfume. Her arms is uncertain bow, which she offers a delusive seat. Her forehead is a snare of merry wood. I'm a wild goose, a hunted one. So he's talking his game. I would look for the ones with the transliterations, and I would look for something that was translated as virgin, because I know that is my best source of finding something with sex, right?
They have
Okay, stop sharing my screen.
The pyramid text speak of the great virgin Henwet Rewet 3 times.
Right, but Henwet, we already said that Henwet is young boy. Henwet means young woman, so, or goddess, and so Henwet where would be great young goddess. So the great young woman goddess. So that wouldn't do it. That wouldn't do it, because where is great, and where means agreement, feminine agreement with Henwet. So the way they speak is if the noun or the verb is feminine, then it would be matched with a feminine descriptor, adjective modifier. Or if it's male, it would be matched with where. So if it was it would be, for males, it would be henwer, where, and females, it would be henwet, wherette. So, okay, so this thing that you're pulling up right now, let me just see it. Can you make it bigger?
Hold on, let me do that. Nope.
You can't make it bigger. Okay. Well,
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Do you have the source of it? Do you have or it's just a cutout?
That's a cutout. I know it's
okay, but look what they're doing. So it should be noted that the king or pharaoh, whose mother is called the Great Virgin. Now that's the bullshit. Because why don't you say it should be noted that the king or Nasut, right? Because then I would expect to see in this text Nasut. Or I won't expect to see Pharaoh. So what you're doing is you're combining, and then you're combining. So let me see. This is the pyramid text. What? Let me look. Let me
That's
see.
682C, 728A, and 2002A.
All right. So pyramid text 682C. 682C. That's 682C. So let me just share my screen. Keep those numbers up because we'll look through those numbers. So I'm gonna share my screen again. Okay, so pyramid text. Sorry. Yeah.
All right, hold on a second. Let me take this off.
Because I don't want to hear what the Europeans got to say. All right, so
Monkey Reggie said again, I don't want to hear what Europeans have to say. The race card.
conjure. So utterances. So we're gonna look at 682. So let's go down to. Let's see who. I don't know yet whose translations is this, but I would 682.
Might be
And
Europeans.
it says to say it face upon thee who art in thy hole, lay thee on thy back, thy God, who art in thy hole, before the Nosud. Nosud is or Nin, the netter is the great mistress or damsel. He whom the king or the Nosud sees will not live. Okay, so where does this have anything to do with being a okay, okay. Horus who escaped the combat serpent, hurry. No messages given to him. He is a boy taken away from him and say, the serpent falling with thy phallus. Horus has smashed its mouth with his foot or sole of his foot. To say a face upon thee who art in thy hole, lay thee on thy back, thou God, who art in thy hole before the inn. In is the great mistress or damsel. Where does it say? Okay, give me the other one. Give me the other one.
Hold on a second. Let me tell you right now. Hold on. That's crazy, yo.
Where does it say virgin? See, what you're doing is you're using confirmation bias from your Roman, Greek, Kemetic Christian asses, and then you're applying it to Egyptian text. But you're really thinking like I speak English. I try to speak English, right? I think in English. My English is based on all my grammar school and all my education and my parents' upbringing, my concepts of religion.
I was muted. So here we have the moderator, the groupie cheerleader. He's the groupie of the fake linguist plagiarizer. He will not address that. He's part of the team that teach that Cam doesn't mean black after a name. That lies in the Egyptian text that rise a volcano. And he's typing that I click, that I hope from channel to channel to try to argue my way into relevance. Now, on the real, how many channels do you normally see me go into? Most of the time, I'm on my platform. Every now and then, I might go on some other platform You know, I've been on Smash Rockwell. I've been on Garfield a few times, and I've been on Chris Harris MVP, and that's about it. I don't spend my time going on from channel to channel. But the monkey uh, inherit Sean, he doesn't have anything popping on his platform. Where is he? He's also on other people's platform, but it's all good. Let him be a groupie.
Religion, I think that way, but I don't research that way. When I research, I try to be unbiased. What was the other one? Six what?
682. Hold on, my bad. 720.
Reggie said when he researched, he tries to be unbiased. He's been doing Google scholarship, doesn't know what to find, and saying that I'm not doing the right methodology and making so much commentary. You know what I'm saying? But so far he did what we call Google scholarship. And you see at this point it's 1 hour. Look at the time. 1 hour, 14 minutes. So now by now it's been 40 minutes that I've been waiting. What kind of respect is that? Reggie's been razzle dazzling for 40 damn minutes, going all over Google trying to look for something to make a talking point. How many times did you see people, guests, having to wait 40 minutes? And as if that's not enough, you will hear the disrespect coming up afterwards.
28A.
By the way, since it's been 40 minutes, Reggie's been going on. For all those who haven't heard it, this is how Garfield and his Bati crew get down.
Ridiculous Asar Imhotep. First of all, let's get to know Asar Imhotep. Listen for yourself.
Did you go through any kind of hazing process, though? Did
No,
you go
I
through a hazing
pledged.
process?
Yes.
Okay, so you went through a hazing process.
No, I pledged. There's a difference.
Okay, so as you went through the hazing process, did they slap you on the ass with a paddle?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. So you bent over, you grabbed your ankles, and that paddle was smacking that ass.
Basically.
Okay.
721A. Let's see if it gives me the same source or another one.
728A.
Now, listen to what that monkey Ini Sean wrote. He wrote, "You was just on Reggie's nuts on Smash Show arguing against Asahim Ofek and Ujao Isefet." You see how he talks? So when I use the term monkey, I'm being very, very mild. You know, I really doubt he would use that type of vernacular if he was facing me. So it's easy to do that online, you know. And that's a moderator. That's the moderator. So I'm waiting 40 minutes, and this is how a moderator talks to me. All because I smashed his master teacher guru, fake linguist, and his Pim Daddy Ujau Iri Isefet. Because to this monkey lame Sean, Inibati crew member, bending over again, smacking a butt possibly, he sees Ujau Isefet as like one of great scholar or whatever, but he was embarrassed and humiliated. And I will deal with that later on. Don't worry. You will see why he is butt hurt. He's butt hurt not only because of the butt paddling, butt smacking with the paddle, but because his so-called master teachers got destroyed.
721A. Okay, so let's go over here. 721A. Now the comedics. I'm gonna ask you all. When the comedics say stuff, they expect you to believe them. I never seen them show you and or prove to you or teach you from multiple sources except for what they say. 721A. To say the great one is fallen on his side, he who is in the needy stairs. His head is lifted by rays. You got to give me another one because I don't see. I don't see. Let me just. I don't see virgin. So let me just type in virgin here. See if virgin pops up. No, I didn't expect that. Let's see maiden. Okay. I don't see maiden pops up. Woman. Okay, the Samaritan woman mourns. Okay, I see one. Okay, give me the other text. That was 721A. What's the other one?
728A. What's 728A?
You said 8?
Yeah, 728. Yeah.
8.
Now then you have the other moderator, and you see here, I was trying to, am I muted? Yeah, I was trying to chill earlier, so I just wrote, I won't entertain a pseudo who believe that rise of volcano, because I know ultimately they might use some excuse to kick me out, you know what I'm saying, to ban me. But after he said I was on somebody's nuts, this Tamika blonde hair chick, you know what I'm saying, and you can clearly see with the blonde hair here, but when I point that out, she was, oh no, I have natural hair, but it's so good. I don't have anything against her. She's just a groupie. She's here warning me, not to say threatening me. She said, you will definitely not live long in the chat. So the other guy can come and disrespect me, but it's all good. But you know, I ain't tripping. But those are moderators. Those are not just people who just come and those are moderators. No decorum, no professionalism. Maybe she got smacked in the bum too.
8 what?
A. 728A. Mm-hmm.
Pyramid text, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's go to 721A.
728A.
Yeah, 728. Yeah, it just says the great damsel who lives in Heliopolis, who has given her arm to thee, but thou hast no mother among mankind who has borne thee, but thou hast no father among men who has conceived thee. Thy mother is the wild cow who lives in the elk cob, the white crown, the royal headdress. She with the long feathers.
Here, Monkey Ini Sean from the Batty crew, who doesn't have anything negative to say about plagiarism, who obviously agrees that rise of volcano, that Allah is in the Egyptian text, that pseudo as hell. He writes that I got hate for everybody because apparently I'm irrelevant. So when you don't agree with people's so-called scholarship, you have hate for them because those people, they're so high and mighty. If you don't agree with what they are saying, they tell you that you don't understand, that you lack comprehension, and so on. So now I got hate. Just like the other guy, the Hebrew guy, who said that I hate God because I wouldn't agree with his claims, you know, but it's all good. You know, I ain't losing sleep over it. I'm just showing you. And all this time I've been waiting for more than 40 minutes.
She with 2 hanging breasts. She will nurse thee. She will not wean thee. So obviously the woman's mother is not a virgin. Get up from the left side, sit upon your right side. Thy places among gods will remain, while Ray leans upon thee with the art. Thy fragrance is the fragrance. Okay, where do you get goddamn virgin from this concept of 728? Hey, the great damsel, the great maiden, the great damsel, the great princess. Where do you get that? You get that through confirmation bias, right? So if anybody, I'll stop. If anybody wants to come up and start with the European source, so what I did is I followed the TLA. I looked at some of the text. I looked at the code text. I still have to go back and look at some of the love poems to see if someone's saying, "Stop, I'm a virgin."
Now Reggie's talking about love poem. He also mentioned someone going through a European text, and this monkey, Inishan, possibly getting smacked in the butt too. He writes, when you get on what? Go be a father to your child. You see the disrespect? You see, those people don't have nothing to say. And the other monkey moderator, Ujao's chick, I made a video to show that she called me a baby creep scholar. The monkey groupie cheerleader said that I was in my baby's crib. Those guys don't have anything to say. No respect at all. Go be a father to your child. What are you talking about? You guys are real comfortable with your Twitter fingers, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. We'll see eventually. I cannot predict the future, but we'll see. Get comfortable. Get comfortable.
Don't do this to me. But the fact of the matter is, uh, women and men in ancient Egypt, they are African people. They have sex. They have sex before in ancient Egypt. If I Google this, there's no, as far as I know, say marriage. Excuse my language. Marriage. I got an I in there.
But even if we using like this, even this translation here, you just gotta look even at the context. It don't even match based on what they're trying.
I see African Science. He wrote that, Ini was with the low blow. Now, the blonde hair moderator, she didn't open her mouth, So it's all good to have that level of disrespect to tell people, go look after your child. And I'm waiting for 40 damn minutes.
Trying to push, and it's crazy, because what's his name made a video. I didn't watch the video yet, but I just find it very amusing.
Now, you heard Monkey Garfield with his Batty crew. He just said, I didn't watch the video yet. But he finds it amusing. You're a dumb sucker, Garfield. You and Reggie been going on for nearly 50 minutes, close to 50 minutes, and you haven't even watched the video. You don't even know what you're talking about. But it's all good. Now, for the record, before I read the new comment, this is how Garfield and his Batty crew get down. This is how they bend over and get smacked in the bum.
Ridiculous Asar Imhotep. First of all, let's get to know Asar Imhotep. Listen for yourself.
Did you go through any kind of hazing process, though?
No, I pledged. Yes.
Okay, so you went through a hazing process.
No, I pledged. There's a difference.
Okay, so as you went through the hazing process, did they slap you on the ass with a paddle?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. So you bent over, you grabbed your ankles, and that paddle was smacking that ass.
Basically.
Okay.
But what I'm gonna do is let me get Sean in here, then I'm gonna get Shaka in here because he gotta go. Because it's, what time is it?
We all gotta go. He ain't special.
Yeah.
Now, Monkey Reggie, we all gotta go. He's been there for nearly 50 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? And after I've waited for nearly 50 minutes, you heard what Monkey Garfield said? I'm going to get Sean, then I'm going to get Shaq. So I've waited for more than 40 minutes, nearly 50 minutes, and I'm told he's going to put somebody else on before I'm on. What kind of respect is that? This is the group effort. It's the same team. It's a Batty crew. They are cool with plagiarizers. They are cool with fraud dudes, false flagging. Cool with people who teach that, who said that rise of volcano, the allies in Egyptian text. They didn't do this Google scholarship to see whether or not rise of volcano or allies in Egyptian text. That's cool. That flies because that's their homie. They band over together. They smack each other's bum probably. You understand what I'm saying? But now they try to refute what I presented. They make me wait for 40 damn minutes, and then I'm told after nearly 50 minutes, oh, I'm going to put somebody else on.
Yeah, it don't matter.
If you got to go, get him in, get him on. Because if now I'm curious, if he's not following proper methodology, like normally I would recommend.
What proper methodology? The Google scholarship? He doesn't even know what. The dude. I'm going to ask him the question if you watch the video. Listen.
Shaka, you know, as a person that I know does method nature. But if I find that he doesn't do proper methodology, I can't recommend him. And I'm nobody, but I am somebody. So,
Shaka, you have the slides, or you want to show the video?
You can play the video. That would be best if you want to. You know, I cannot dictate what you want to do on your channel. I mean, Reggie tried the best he could. He didn't know where to go, and he said he would do more research.
All right, no problem. So, show your slides? Go ahead.
No, I don't want to show the slides. The video is there. You can play it if you want.
No, we want to see your work. I tried. I want to see your work.
The video is online. You want to see my work now? And you know,
okay,
Reggie,
put the video online. I want to see who is he referring to.
All right.
I want to see your work. I tried. I did the best I can.
Did you see the video, Reggie?
No, put the video online. I want.
You heard Monkey Reggie. I asked him, "Did you see the video?" No, put the video online. The dude has been rambling for 40 minutes to 50 minutes, close to 50 minutes. He didn't even see the video.
I see it.
You didn't see the video, Reggie?
What video?
No, he didn't see the video, bro.
So he was just talking for nothing. All right, it's all good. Well, Garfield, if you want to play the video, be my guest. It's on you. You decide what you want to do.
Let me get the video.
Now he know damn well I sent him an email. I sent him the link on 20 minutes. You know, you can skip to the beginning when I start.
Garfield, his latest video, what could be the reason? You really made a video about that, bro?
Not that one, the latest video. Garfield, the latest video.
Why you make a video about why I took my video down? For what though? You're a troublemaker, bro.
Listen, we have freedom. I'm the troublemaker. It's been hating on Jabari, making videos of elders when they are singing, you know, having people laughing, trying to ridicule people, but I'm the troublemaker, but it's all good. Bitch, you've been banging at Jabari and them for years. I have freedom of speech. Don't stop crying now. Reggie, I thought you were not talking to me. You didn't even watch the video. You don't even know what to address.
Hold on. Where is the video? What channel is it on?
It's on my ad forever. It's the link that I've sent to you, and you replied to my email, so you have the link.
Greek forever.
Yeah, but Reggie, you know what's funny? You said, "Oh, I don't want to know what the Europeans said." You've been quoting Europeans for I don't know how many minutes. That's ridiculous. You're playing the rest card.
Hold on. I don't want you and Reggie to go back and forth. So
all right.
You be quiet. Reggie, be quiet. Let me find this video. It's not on your. I don't see it on your YouTube channel because I'm on your YouTube channel right now. I don't see it.
And you know, when I said it's on my channel, my forever, Monkey Reggie said, "Greek, you mean Greek forever?" He will not address the plagiarism. Like I said, he's part of the team. He's listed on the website, but he tried to come up with some good talking point. Oh, no, I'm not part of their team. I'm not employed. I don't get a salary. So now when you are a team member, it means you are employed and you get a salary. All this because I wasn't going through with it on his Jabari hate. That's the only reason. You've all seen him on my platform so many times. But anyway,
if you want me to go to the email, I'll have to go find.
Okay. Are you go on my YouTube channel, please?
Yeah,
it's there. I can see it.
My ad forever. I see
yeah.
Right
and feel free to share the screen, but it's there. It's IC's the Virgin on the original text. Garfield owes me $4,200.
Okay. All right. Hold on one second.
And obviously you're not a man of your word, but we can do a discount if you want.
You're a funny ass.
Yeah, but hey, that's your word, you know. But
ain't no virgin, ain't no text, man. Cut it out. But anyway, this is what it says with your channel.
Okay, let me send the link to you. So with all fairness,
why is it not?
It's not. I don't know, but for me, it's disappearing. But I will send it to you in the private chat. It's on my channel on YouTube, and the latest video is in the private chat.
His latest video. What could be the problem? I gotta watch that video. Oh man, he's doing something.
Did you see Garfield? I've sent it in the private chat on StreamYard.
All right, here we go.
And now for the people who have joined us recently, this is how Garfield and his Bati crew get down.
ridiculous Asar Imhotep. First of all, let's get to know Asar Imhotep. Listen for yourself.
Did you go through any kind of hazing process, bro? Did
No,
you go
I
through a hazing
pledged.
process?
Yes.
Okay, so you went through a hazing process.
No, I pledged. There's a difference.
Okay, so as you went through the hazing process, did they slap you on the ass with a paddle?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. So you bent over, you grabbed your ankles, and that paddle was smacking that ass.
Basically.
Okay.
Who do we have here? Who do we have here?
What are you talking about?
You see the throne on the head?
We
We know
that's
that's Aset.
Here we have Jed
Eden.
The Garfield, you're not going to play it from the start.
Yeah, the abbreviation.
And I think here we have the Jed Medwin. I mean, yeah, that's
you
it.
can
That's
kind of
it, yeah.
see it there.
Hold on.
Right? We don't see the part there, but we see the loaf of bread and we see the egg. Just like you start there, you get just like when I show that one with the translation. We have Enoch with the determinative of the seated man, and then we have Heka. It translates as I am the ruler. So Enoch means I am. I have a video entitled, well, I forgot the title actually, but if you type Anoki Hebrew, you will find it on my channel. Because in Hebrew you have Anoki. But anyway, we're dealing with the Medu Neter, Enoch. You know, most people who study the Medu Neter knows that, but I'm talking to a wide audience. So I'll use someone that we could label an authority. All right? And Heka, by the way, many of you heard Hyksos, and I've said that before. Hyksos is the Greek rendition of Heka Hasut. Hasut, foreign land. Heka, ruler of foreign land. So from Heka Hasut, we have Hyksos. So Heka, ruler.
When do we get to the point, bro?
Okay? So
Yeah,
Enoch
okay.
means
It's
I
I
am
am.
20 minutes.
I'm not sitting down watching no video, bro. I'm not doing that. Let's get
Well,
to
the
the point.
same book. You're the master of your destiny. You know, it's your channel. You do whatever you want. I'm not going to dictate what you do.
You sit down and watch a video for 20 minutes? If you're going to break down
It's
something,
less than 20 minutes. Is the now?
I'm not
I don't
sitting down and
speak
watching no video for 20 minutes.
So my pronunciation. Now, Monkey Garfield had Reggie going on for 40 to 50 minutes, close to 50 minutes, doing Google scholarship, looking for talking points. But 20 minutes, that's a burden. Blonde hair moderator, she types boring, boo. But the 50 minutes of Google scholarship, I guess it wasn't boring. It's all good. No decorum. It's all good. And the live stream before that lasted 7 hours. But 20 minutes, that's too long. It's all good. Let's continue. Well, it's less than 20 minutes.
Where do you get to the word?
And late Egyptian as well as hieroglyphic inscriptions of the classical Greco-Roman period. Then you can hear Monkey Reggie shouting in the background. Okay? Let me see that it's showing great. So once you are there, we're going to look at a particular word. Sep A Redka wrote, I thought Shaka was down with Reggie. You know, I don't even remember why Reggie said, "Oh, I'm not talking to him anymore." I don't even remember at this point what reason it was, but it's something to do with just you know if you don't agree with this Jabari crusade, this Jabari hate, then it's just not going to be happy. You know, I might remember down the line, but you know, he said, "Oh, I'm not talking to Forever Matt again." So that's why I had to wait for 40 minutes before I could be on the panel. Once you are there, you have the first H right here. You see? BD probably stands for volume. So BD dot 3. The first H, you click on it. Now it opens in a new window. That's the window you find. It's a PDF, right? Now I'm going to tell you which page of the PDF it is. On the PDF, you type in 28. Now for the record, you see the monkey Ini, Monkey Sean? He writes sad day. He's a moderator. Then he writes, he's laughing because I'm quoting from a reputable dictionary. And he says, I want to see his step-by-step methodology. Have we seen the step-by-step methodology to show that rise of volcano? Have we seen the step-by-step methodology to see that Allah is in the Egyptian text? You monkey Sean, possibly getting smacked in the booty? Man, those dudes are so ridiculous, I'm telling you, man. Page 28 of the PDF is actually page 53 of the book. You see here, 53. Previously, 52. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share the link in the chat. German and Egyptian dictionary. All right. I didn't even really need to share it. And we're gonna look at this word right here. Henut. The H with the dot underneath, the W, the N dot T. Henut.
It's Hunet,
Now
by the
here
way.
we have B-E-L-E-G-T.
I mispronounced it.
S-E-I-T and then P-Y-R. I believe it stands for pyramid. I've looked up Beleget Sate and the translation was in usage since. So it appears that it says in usage since the pyramid text. And as for the translation, you have Madchen and you have Jung Fro. All right? With that being said, we're going to go to Google Translate.
He already had it up already, but now he gonna take it down.
So let's look at Madchen first. Got the right spelling? Get the spelling. M-A-D-C-H-E-N. Now there's a special symbol on the A, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. As a matter of fact, here it's proposing that symbol. So I click on it. Translation, girl. All right? So that's for the first word when it comes to the translation. The second word was Jungfrau. You see? J-U-N-G-F-R-A-U. What is the English translation? Virgin.
What is it, Sean?
Virgin.
It's not accurate.
Okay.
You speak German? So now that we have seen that, do you speak German, Sean? This is what I want you to do. All right, it's better to shut up. You can close this.
Sean, what's up? What's on your mind, Sean? Speak your mind. Let me pause it for a second. What are you saying, Sean?
All righty. So what I'm saying is, so when you're breaking down a text and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, forget what the Germans say.
Do you speak German? Does it mean virgin? Yes or no in German?
Oh, Shaka, chill, man. That's why nobody. That's why nobody wants a dialogue with you. I make Reggie shut up. I make you shut up, and I asked Sean a question.
Garfield, why don't you let the video?
Sean, what are you saying, Sean?
Okay, what I'm
See, I was just about to say, why don't you let the video finish? But there, he put me on black ice. He kicked me out of the panel for the first time. The scribe wrote, it astounds me how anyone who doesn't bother to learn or study the meta nature can claim to understand anything, especially compared to someone like you who does. And just before I continue with the video, listen to how Garfield's Batty crew get down, bending over and getting smacked in the bum.
Ridiculous Asar Imhotep. First of all, let's get to know Asar Imhotep. Listen for yourself.
Did you go through any kind of hazing process, bro?
No, I pledged.
Process?
Yes.
Okay, so you went through a hazing process.
No, I pledged. There's a difference.
Okay, so as you went through the hazing process, did they slap you on the ass with a paddle?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. So you bent over, you grabbed your ankles, and that paddle was smacking that ass.
Basically.
Okay. Basically saying is Google Translator will try to find the equivalent of the word. The equivalent, not the necessary word. Now you're dealing with German and English. You're not dealing with Ronnie Kemet, the Egyptian spoken language. You're dealing with German. Look.
Now, this monkey Sean said that I'm dealing with German and English. And in my video, I go to that German dictionary, the most complete Medu Nature dictionary, and they show the Medu Nature. And because it's a German book, then they have those German words. And that's why I went on Google Translate, so we can translate from the German to the English, because none of us on the panel there speaks German. But that monkey Sean is in here acting like I go from the English to the German, like I'm not dealing with the Medu Nature, you know?
Looking for the equivalent word for itself in that dictionary that they handwritten out. This is the problem with translator. Translator will only is looking for certain words to equal a word. They don't know. This is not going from Medu Neter to English. This is going to another language and then to another language. So we're trying to transliterate and then translate from the target to another language and then to another language. Why we can't translate the word from Ronnie Kemet into English? Why are we skipping all the way over? We're all talking English right now. None of us on here speak German. None of us.
All right.
And that's exactly why I went to Google Translate, because none of us speaks German. I mean, this dude just came in and basically spoke for nothing, trying to sound clever, like Ujawi Sefet, who's talking for 3 hours, claiming that he would demonstrate something. And after 3 hours, he had to admit shamefully that he could not demonstrate what he claimed. Those guys are so good at being long-winded for nothing, you know?
All right.
And Reggie used Google Translate. Sean didn't come opening his mouth, but it's all good.
Paul wasn't on here, bro. Why do you bitch so
It's
much?
all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Damn, I can't put the sentence in. I can close this. I can close this. And now he put me out again. And you all heard, we all finished. I couldn't put a sentence.
Now let's share another
in.
screen.
And he's like, why are you
It's
bitching
almost
so
the end.
much?
It's almost the end. Go on any search engine and type what I put in the chat. Calvary, the temple of King Sethos at Abydos, Volume 1. The first result you can see is the University of Chicago. See, when you click on that link, You are on the website of the Oriental Institute, the University of Chicago. Safe to say that it is reliable. And what do we have? Setos the first, that's Seti. The Temple of King Setos at Abydos, Volume 1, the chapels of Osiris, Isis, and Horus. And what do we have here? Download. You can download it. You can do the right click and then save target as, or save link as, or you can just. So remember, I was kicked out of the panel for the second time. And you have seen Monkey Reggie did exactly what I did. Monkey Reggie went on Google Translate and he translated some terms from the German to the English. Monkey Sean didn't call me open his mouth talking about that's not the way to go about it, you know, but that's just for the record. Just click on it, and what is it going to do? It's loading the PDF directly on your web browser. Okay? Garfield, if you want, you can go a little bit forward because as you can see, it's loading the PDF. It's going to take about 1 minute or so. I hope it won't be too long, though. You need to go to page 24 of the PDF. AMB. All right? Now here, who do we have here? Who do we have here? You see the throne on the head? We know that's Aset. Here we have Jed-In, which is really an abbreviation. And I think here we have the Jed-Medu-In. We have the Med symbol here. I think we can kind of see it there, right? We don't see the part there, but we see the loaf of bread and we see the egg. Just like here, throne, loaf of bread, egg, that spells the name Aset. So it's safe to say that here we have Jed-Medu-In Aset. Words to be said or recited, recitation, basically words said by Aset. Okay? It's almost the end. How long is it now? 19 minutes, 20 seconds. Here, remember Enoch from James P. Allen? I am. And then here we have the word Henut. And what did we see? Henut means I, the girl or virgin. Was Isis a girl? It's safe to say that she was not a girl. So, from this original artifact, and I still less than 20 minutes, Isis said, I am a virgin, or I am virgin, literally. And at the top, if you continue reading, you have Uret, which just means great. You have the swallow, the phonetic complement of the R, the loaf of bread.
Wouldn't that not translate to the great mistress or the great maiden?
You notice, he interjected again. You know what I'm saying? And I was saying, you can hear me say that's about the end of the video, but it's okay. Just before I continue with that video, let's listen how Garfield and his Bati crew get down, bending over, getting smacked in the bum, teaching that Paul was homosexual. that Lot, the nephew of Abraham, was homosexual.
Ridiculous Asar Imhotep. First of all, let's get to know Asar Imhotep. Listen for yourself.
Did you go through any kind of hazing process at all?
No, I played. Yes.
Okay, so you went through a hazing process.
No, I pledged. There's a difference.
Okay, so as you went through the hazing process, did they slap you on the ass with a paddle?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. So you bent over, you grabbed your ankles, and that paddle was smacking that ass.
Basically.
Okay.
The mark of the feminine, and then the determinant. My source is the largest and most complete.
Hold on, Shaka. Is that it? Do you want me to play more?
No, you can stop. You can stop.
All
Can
right.
I share?
Let
Can I
me,
share
let me
my
go to
screen?
Sean real
Garfield?
quick. Go ahead, Sean.
Can I share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead. Share your screen.
All right. Okay. So Shaka says, this word right meant something. So we got to go look up the word.
You need to go on the dictionary, Wottenberg, the Egyptian
I don't have
sparks.
to. I don't have to go.
Relax, bro. You're
I
gonna
don't
get your job to speak and everything. Just let
Awful.
him do what he's doing. We just played your video instead of you talking. We
No,
played your
yeah, but Garfield, it's all good. I can be quiet, but you didn't play the part of the video where I show which dictionary I get the
what
translation from. But it's
what
all good.
yes, you did. You showed the what you call it dictionary, the German dictionary.
No, you didn't. You didn't play that, but it's all good. I'll wait.
Okay.
No.
Go.
What?
Well, he actually, with all fairness, it's just that we didn't see the process of how to get to the dictionary. But at one point, we can see from the dictionary, but the people didn't get to see how to access the dictionary because he scrolled forward. So that's not a big deal here. However, I was just trying to tell the monkey Sean that he needs to go to the German dictionary because right now he's going on Weiger's dictionary. So what's the point going to some dictionary that I did not cite?
Yo, I don't know, bro. Yo, well, go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
Okay, Garfield. In the video that he just showed, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes and he starts looking. He has the text up, and then he's freestyling it. He goes to the German dictionary. We all know this is the German dictionary because the German dictionary is handwritten. Everything about the German dictionary is handwritten.
Now you heard the monkey Sean? He's saying that the German dictionary is handwritten as if it's a negative. You understand what I'm saying? The dude doesn't know what to say. He's just looking for talking points to act as if, it's an issue, it's a problem to quote that German dictionary. That's just ridiculous. And you can tell who he gets that from. He gets that from that Hiri Isefet. And you will hear Hiri Isefet in action, just talking stuff that just doesn't have anything to do with what we're discussing.
All right. So now, if we're using proper methodology, the glyphs are reading from left to right. It is the twisted flax, the rabbit, which is the win, right? So it'd be like win in because it has the E34 glyph and then the water ripple underneath and then a bread loaf and then the seated man with something in his mouth. So it's going to be an A there, right? It's an A2. I should be able to find this, right? This word, this particular way, right? In this dictionary. Sometimes.
Now, you see this monkey Sean? He said, I should be, and you see Stokely Baruti, it's been a long time. I hope you're doing well, brother. Now, this monkey Sean pulls up another dictionary once again, and he says, I should be able to find that word. And I clearly show which dictionary I get the word from. That's being lame as heck, but it's all good. Let's continue.
Depends on which version of the dictionary you got if you'll find an actual word. So now, if I start eliminating glyphs and I just start looking for the twisted flax with the E34 there, you see how you see this glyph pattern right here. Let me make my screen bigger.
That's not the word that I have.
Bro.
No, but that's ridiculous what you're doing because you're not showing the dictionary that I quoted from.
Relax.
Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, now relax. He put me out of the channel again.
So you're going to look. You don't have the same glyph pattern, but you're going to get a justification of what the word is according to some of
this monkey Sean say you don't have the same glyph pattern. He's not even quoting from the same dictionary. How ridiculous is that? I had to wait nearly 50 minutes for Reggie to do Google scholarship. That got interjected while my video was playing. And when I'm just pointing out that he's not quoting the dictionary that I used in my video, I'm being kicked out of the panel. Let's continue.
The translations, all the glyphs ain't there, right? But this is the closest thing to what he has. It doesn't have the bread loaf in here, but it says child, young man, to be youthful, or it says youth, or it says youthful vigor, or it says pupil of the eye, right? The only glyph that's missing is the bread loaf. So I'm not taking away, Shaka, anything that you got from the TLA, because we can pull the TLA up and we can go to
Now I'm mocking Sean after putting up a dictionary that I did not cite and stating that the word that I showed is not there. And he says, I'm not putting out anything that you got from the TLA. I did not even cite the TLA. So the monkey Sean is citing two sources that I did not quote. All that just to talk. Some those dudes, those monkey dudes who bend over against smacked in the bum, they feel like if the longer they talk, then the more sense they make. That's their mentality. These long-winded rise of volcano teachers.
the TLA and do all of this other renditions, but we have to break down the entire text, right? From the beginning of what you had on the screen and go in a full sentence what the entire text is saying. We just can't say, we can't cherry pick a word, say, well, this word means this, and then this word means that, and this is how you get this. That's not how that's not how it works. You know that, Reggie knows that, I know that, and everybody who transliterate and translate text knows that. We have to come up with a sensible translation after we followed our steps. We have
Now, Monkey Sean, now he's lecturing me now. Now he's giving me lessons on methodology. Now, Monkey Sean, show me rise of volcano. Do this methodology of yours. Show me rise of volcano, which is what your guru, Asar Himofek, has been teaching. If you don't want to do it, ask somebody else to do it, like the fake linguist or his other groupie. And do the same, if you don't mind, to show me that Allah is in the Egyptian text. You monkey dude.
have to identify the direction. Then we have to group the signs. After we group the signs, then we start forming words. After we form words, then we come up with a sensible translation. And most of that time, if we don't understand how the grammar works, we could be mistranslating a text and we don't get the real meaning if we don't know what it's saying. And we can assume. So now you said live on this show that you got it from the Waterbuck dictionary. It's what you're using, right?
Go ahead, continue, Sean.
All right, sorry. So he says that he got it from the Waterbuck.
Mm-hmm.
What he's saying, what he got from the Waterbuck, when I had to rewind the video on your live, right? It's just one word. And the word isn't the word that he gets. He says it says one thing, and then it has all these other glyphs. So the word is capital H, lowercase w, lowercase n. And everything is in a water book, and then it goes down. So now he's looking for dictionary entries for what the word means, but he isn't taking into account the entire glyph patterns. So now we got to go back to the primary that he's actually using, and we got to make sure that all the glyphs are accurate on there. And then we got to go back and go with everything that goes before that and put it in full context. Because it could be saying something youthful and not anything virgin-like, right?
Mm-hmm.
It could be saying, hear me closely, it could be saying something youthful. It could be a word before that, like it could be the beautiful child. It could be saying that.
You hear this monkey
hold on,
talking?
Sean. We'll go to the next slide. Go to the next slide. Let me tell everybody in the chat.
You hear this monkey talking? All this time. Why doesn't he go to the source that I cited? Why doesn't he go to the primary? Isn't here, rambling, he could say this, he could say that. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Where they do that at? Since when you put a guest on hold for nearly 50 minutes, then you kick him out of the panel like at least 3 times, and now listen how irritated he will get because people are not happy with me being kicked out that way. But before that, I'm just gonna have to get rid of a troll.
Those trolls, man, they have like maybe 50 YouTube channel, and they probably every time they get one channel removed, then they create another 10.
Don't tell me what to do or anything. First of all, Maya Forever has no discipline. Have you heard Reggie? Reggie and Sean don't even get along, and they're both on the panel. You haven't heard Reggie jump in one time.
You hear this monkey Garfield? I've been waiting for 40 minutes plus, nearly 50 minutes. Reggie had all the liberty to speak. And Garfield, I'm out of the panel. I cannot even say ja. I just put in the chat that I was kicked out. And the monkey Garfield says that I have no discipline. He makes me wait nearly 50 minutes. He kicks me out 3 times. And when I'm out of the panel, I cannot even say Jack. The dude is acting like I've been making trouble now. Because he's irritated. Because even his own moderator, I've shown the different messages from his own moderator, who was like, stop that, go to the source. Now he's irritated because the narrative that they try to push, he doesn't work. You understand what I'm saying? And that's ridiculous. So those guys are unbiased? Man. Now, for those who just arrived, it's important that you know how these Bati crew get down, how they bend over and get smacked in the bum.
Ridiculous Asar Imhotep. First of all, let's get to know Asar Imhotep. Listen for yourself.
Did you go through any kind of hazing process at all? Did
No,
you go
I
through a hazing
pledged.
process?
Yes.
Okay, so you went through a hazing process.
No, I pledged. There's a difference.
Okay, so as you went through the hazing process, did they slap you on the ass with a paddle?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. So you bent over, you grabbed your ankles, and that paddle was smacking that ass.
Basically.
Okay.
All he has to do is I played his video. It's Sean turn, then Reggie, then we back to him. So you running your mouth now, Garfield kicked me out like a girl in the chat is stupid.
Now you hear that monkey Garfield, that disrespectful bastard? And you heard him, you heard what he said? He said, we played your video. Now it's Sean's turn, then Reggie, then we go back to Shaka. And Reggie spoke for nearly 50 minutes already. That's how you treat guests. But you know, you're going to get to know what it means when people say, don't start none, won't be none. You started something. I took the time so that the people know this will be a point of reference. You started something, good. There will be repercussions. Buckle up. And
You're gonna be on the show, but you.
And he says, like a little girl, monkey Garfield, monkey Garfield. How many times did you bend over and did you get smacked in the butt? The dude who violated your daughter, did you call him a little girl? You were very curious. Does he know some stuff about you? What does he know about you? How many people smacked you in the bum? How many other body parts did they smack? Man, please. Some things that's hidden might come to the light.
You just don't have any discipline. Nobody interrupted when I was playing the video. But you don't want people to talk.
And the video, you see, fast forwarded. They do 7-hour live stream. Reggie speaks for 50 minutes, and 20 minutes is too long. And mind you, he's like a parent, you know, that's telling off his own child. I'm not on the panel. I haven't interrupted anybody. I just put in the chat that he kicked me out so that the people know. And listen how irritated he is. And he keeps going on saying, I don't have any discipline. I don't have any discipline. So now I cannot even put a message in the chat. I cannot even put a message in the chat now. It's all good.
And you have to say something. You got to have discipline, bro. We all adults. Now you jump off totally. Now you jump off 100%.
Yes. Then I bounced.
Come on, let's go. Sean P, finish up, bro. You got all the time in the world. I got 30 more minutes and I gotta go.
Sean, can I ask you, if you go to the TLA, my example was just looking at a girl, a maiden. But when that
now Monkey Reggie talks about the TLA again. Now, mind you, at this time I left. Then I proceeded to do the live stream, which is available, yesterday's live stream. And when I did that, I saw the message of Asar Himo fake. And I read that message. So for the record, I will let it play until the message comes, and you will see how quick Asar Himo fake put that message, because that punk car was waiting for me to be out, to come and talk that smack. That plagiarizer who bent it over and got smacked in the bum.
Also means Isis and the Thor directly. It means goddesses.
He just put the message now.
To the TLA
and Garfield will put the message on the screen.
Right? You will see the only example that I did was I tried to make it a human, right? To see what they were saying about the humans. But the other case that I didn't show was.
There it is. The monkey Asar Imo fake, the plagiarizer, the dude who's been claiming to be a linguist for all these years, the dude who talked about reconstructing the Twi language, which is a living language, the dude who said that rise of volcano, that lies in the Egyptian text, that the Hebrews are Egyptians. Where is the methodology for that? But this monkey ass, because they're part of the same crew, because they all bend over together and get smacked in the bum, and apparently they're enjoying it, they're defending themselves and they're defending the BS. So now I'm curious to know, besides the plagiarism, besides saying that rise of volcano and that lies in the Egyptian text, who's down with bending over and getting smacked in the bum? Is that what the scholars are teaching in Africa now? How many of you bended over and got smacked in the bum? Are you cool with that too? Because so far we've seen that people don't have any criticism for rapists, for pedophiles. Garfield himself spoke live on air and talked about 2 Hebrew Israelites who were accused of doing sexual misconduct with minors. One of them convicted twice. The other one being sheltered by fellow Hebrew Israelites. Nobody could criticize that. If you ask a Hebrew Israelite, is that how you get down? You bend over, you get smacked on the bum? They will tell you no. If you ask Christian people if they're down with bending over, getting smacked in the bum, they'll tell you no. If you ask Muslims, they will tell you hell no. And those guys who want to disrespect Jabari and Kemetic people in general, whenever they don't agree with their WAC claims, it's all good. They get a pass for even bending over and getting smacked in the bum, as you can hear that fake linguist, that plagiarizer say.
Ridiculous Asar Imhotep. First of all, let's get to know Asar Imhotep. Listen for yourself.
Did you go through any kind of hazing process, bro?
No, I pledged. Yes.
Okay, so you went through a hazing process.
No, I pledged. There's a difference.
Okay, so as you went through the hazing process, did they slap you on the ass with a paddle?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. So you bent over, you grabbed your ankles, and that paddle was smacking that ass.
Basically.
Okay.
Now, Simple Me wrote, I have not and do not and will not get down like that. That's one person who stated for the record that they don't get down like that. Needless to say that I don't get down like that I did not get down like that, and I will not get down like that. Now let's see how many other people will state that for the record, because it looks like some people are very deep in the street. It looks like some people are scared to say, I disagree, I don't get down like that. Maybe there will be some linguistic breakdown to explain that this is an African tradition, like he has tried to do back then, with Brother Onk. Now, listen to these clowns.